If immortality was almost within reach, how far would you be willing to go to have it? Hidden deep in the desert is a secluded tribe whose people live nearly 3 times longer than the average human. They are prisoners of paradise, trapped in an oasis surrounded by towering bamboo cacti, surviving in ways outsiders could never imagine. These towering plants survive while nothing else can. Its body is unnaturally strong, it regenerates with shocking speed, and holds massive reserves of water within its lacuna, the hollow cavity inside the bamboo. The tribe calls this miraculous plant Kabuora, their towering guardian. Born from a rare fusion of bamboo and saguaro cactus, Kabuora makes life possible in an otherwise unlivable desert. It grows close to scarce water sources, slowly surrounding oasis areas, drawing in moisture while protecting what lies within. And somehow, it never drains them dry. The towering height of the Kabuora makes its oasis visible from miles away, yet almost no traveler ever makes it inside. The sandstorms in this desert are vicious. The sand bites into the skin, leaving countless tiny holes like a beehive carved into human flesh. Those who are able to force their way through the outer layer soon realize the danger. The stalks regenerate behind them, sealing the path shut and leaving no room to advance. Trapped between the rising walls, razor-sharp thorns carve into flesh as the plant continues to grow, grinding its victims down piece by piece. And the only people who have ever made it inside are the Cactari. They do not fight the plant. Instead, they endure the pain, forcing themselves through. The Cactari possess an extreme pain tolerance and the ability to restore their own bodies as they move forward. The thorns tear into them, yet they heal faster than the plant can destroy them. Step by step, they pass through the living barrier and emerge into the hidden oasis. This tribe is unique in more ways than one, not because they are trapped in a bamboo-shaped prison, but because there is almost nothing to eat inside the oasis besides vegetation. So how are they able to survive? In a place where vegetation offers little nourishment, their bodies cannot survive on plants alone. So the Cactari survive because of one horrifying truth. They eat each other. The tribe follows a careful tradition when it comes to consumption. The men provide for the women, and the women care for their children. Those who offer a body part for a meal are healed afterward by members trained as restorers, if they are not restorers themselves. It is a practice of balance and respect, a cycle of giving and renewal that holds the tribe together. Yet they are not animals. They prepare meat in many ways, steaming it with kabuora leaves, grilling it over the fire, or for some, eating it raw. Now, if outsiders were to somehow make their way inside the village, the Cactari wouldn't eat them. If anything, they would gladly welcome them, knowing how hard it is to access their village. The tribe actually eats only those they love. To consume someone beloved is, in their belief, to preserve them, their mind, body, and soul. Through ritual meals, they believe wisdom passes from flesh to flesh, that knowledge is stored in bone marrow, and that nothing of a life is lost if it is eaten with care and respect. To protect their future, the Cactari often breed, but they only fully eat those born outside the education or restoration classes. Children born under the sun or belonging to what the tribe considers lesser classes are allowed to live only until their 11th year. The number 11 holds deep meaning for the Cactari. They believe the two ones that form it are a sacred symbol, representing a temporary pause in life before it renews. From an early age, these sacrificial children are taught that their lives will end at 11, and that the wisdom they have gathered cannot be preserved unless their flesh is consumed by the tribe. Only through this ritual can their lives continue. The name Kaktari comes from a tradition outsiders would call horrifying, though to them it is sacred. When a loved one dies, their body is transformed into relics of beauty and memory. Bones are broken into fragments, polished, and implanted beneath the skin of the living, giving them the appearance of cactus-like humans. The bones do not protrude everywhere, but are placed mainly along the spine, shoulders, cheeks, and the edges of the mouth, nose, and ears. Because of their healing factor, the Kaktari force the bones deep into their flesh, and their tissue heals over them, leaving the fragments trapped beneath the skin as if the body itself has grown around them. With so many bones along their bodies, sleeping on the ground is impossible. Instead, the Kaktari rest in specially designed hammocks where the netting allows their spine bodies to pass through comfortably. The Kaktari extend the same care to the dead as they do to the living. The heads of deceased parents are handled with great attention. The tribe skins the head as gently as possible to keep the soft tissue intact, drying it over smoke and shaping it by hand until it shrinks into a hard, leathery form. These shrunken heads are carried as guardian trinkets, hung from cords or from their hair. The skull is not wasted either. Once cleaned and smoothed, they add clay into any holes that liquids could escape out of. Then they proceed to bake the heads. It can be used as a bowl for soup, a basket to gather plants, or even to scoop water when washing themselves. To the Kaktari, every part of the body has a purpose. And if you're still watching, comment a bamboo emoji. Thanks! Amongst this tribe, there was a child who broke every rule of nature itself. Kaktikaru. She was frail, weaker than the other children. Her body had eyes that carried a blurred vision. Because of this, many believed she would not survive for long. Yet, within this weakness lay a gift unseen before. A stomach capable of digesting nearly anything, and a body that could resonate with whatever it consumed. As a child, her poor eyesight often left her unsure of what she was eating, and she would sometimes swallow sand, random vegetation, or whatever she could reach. Over time, her stomach adapted, growing strong enough to handle things others could not. But then something strange began to happen. Tribe members who were part of the education class absorbed only scraps of knowledge by consuming each other. She, however, absorbed everything from anything. Eating a worm could reveal all the tunnels it had carved throughout its life. Human flesh was unlike anything she had ever experienced. Memories, thoughts, and emotion poured into her all at once, overwhelming and vast, far beyond what any other tribe member could hold. With every meal, her mind sharpened and deepened. Her body still small and sickly, but her stomach and her mind growing stronger with each bite. Though her body was weak, she turned her hunger into healing. By consuming parts of sickly tribe members, she could taste and understand their illnesses. When she ate herbs and insects, she unlocked new remedies to help the tribe. With every bite, her understanding grew, and her mind became not her own, but a living mosaic of all she had devoured. Soon the Kaktari whispered that the girl was a living library, stitched together from the flesh and bones of others. One day, while searching underwater in the pond for a snack or new remedies, she emerged with flecks of gold tangled in her white hair. In the sunlight, they shimmered and danced like tiny fire embers rising from her skull, glowing with a light that seemed alive. To her, it was mesmerizing, a secret magic she had never known. To the Kaktari, it was nothing short of a revelation. They whispered in awe, certain she had been touched by forces beyond their understanding. It was only later that they realized it was not magic at all, but gold. Something so rare and unheard of that even the simplest metal seemed like a miracle. With the skulls of her ancestors, she sifted the pond bed, letting the sand pass through her hands until tiny flecks of gold revealed themselves, hidden among the stones. The metal shimmered like sunlight trapped in earth, a quiet treasure unearthed through patience and care. To the tribe, the gold became more than metal. It was a symbol, a new and striking thread woven into their culture. Using simple tools made from bone, stone, and hardened kabuara, she melted and hammered the gold over small fires, shaping it into ornaments that caught the light and seemed to glow against her bronze skin. The tribe adorned her with it, not as a ruler, but as a living embodiment of abundance and possibility. Her frailty no longer mattered. What she carried inside, the knowledge, the power, and the living memory of her people, was far greater than any measure of physical strength. To the tribe, gold represented Kakhtikaru herself, a reflection of her mind's richness. A girl born frail and kept alive by her curiosity and adaptability, who transformed hunger into knowledge and weakness into wisdom. The one whose body held more knowledge than any in the tribe's history, and whose hands forged opulence from the golden bones of the earth, becoming the new leader of their tribe. They called her by a new name, Kakhtikaru, the World Eater. Yes, the story will eventually become part of my manga. Please like the video and subscribe. At 100,000 subscribers, I'll be releasing my manga for free. You can also become a channel member for behind the scenes content and early access to read my manga the moment it's finished. Thank you so much to my current channel members. You guys are the best. Anywho, have yourselves a lovely day. Bye.